who challenge the way we do things and who are incredibly creative and love to do things green.
That absolutely green. Well, right now we've got this plane in front of us, which is a phenomenon around the world. It's a flying 101 plane of Kulula. Just tell us the story behind this, which, I mean, simplifying.com went down when we posted this plane on our site.
Well, as long as it was only the website that did that. So each of our aircraft is decorated individually, and our team, we've got our own team of people who design the aircraft exteriors. It's quite a talent, because you have to know where you can paint and where you can't, and where you get wear and tear and so
right.
on. And it's quite a challenge, because our customers love to say, oh, I flew in Flying 101, or I flew in Camo Plane, or I flew in Cow Plane. And this one was really just, we've got a file like this of we don't have enough airplanes for all the designs that we have.
We should start selling them and count that as ancillary revenues.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, anything counts these days. So this was one of our team members, one of our young designers. I mean, it was just an incredible idea that we just knew everybody would love. And it was designed in-house and painted internationally overseas, and was spotted by a plane spotter who photographed it, and I think that's why it got so much incredible coverage straight away, because it spread all over the world. It's been emulated, simulated, copied. In fact, we've copied it. We've got a car called Cruising 101. I'll have to show you a picture of that.
Sure.
We did a campaign to celebrate our 10th birthday, where we said that we were going to fly to Mars, because one of our pilots calculated that we've actually flown enough miles to fly to Mars and back, and we've got a spaceship called about flying to Mars. So this is really had legs and wings.
Very nice. Now, this flying to Mars, was that an April Fool's joke?
No, it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
But you do pull off some quirky campaigns like 4-5 flying free.
Yes, we do. We do quirky campaigns a lot. I think our ad agency and our creative team they probably don't sleep too much, but look, we don't do them for nonsense's sake. I mean, we try to do things that are relevant and meaningful, and when people see them, they go, yeah, it makes sense. It's not like, oh, Kulula's doing another quirky campaign. So Fourth Wife Flies Free, don't try to say that too quickly, was something that in fact came up on Thursday as an idea and was live on Friday. That was last week? Yes, that was last week.
Brilliant. And is that an incentive to get married 4 times?
Well, if that's what floats your boat, then that's okay. But it was acknowledging our charismatic president, who was married for the 4th time, actually for the 6th time.
For the 6th time.
6th time, but his present 4th wife this weekend, so.
Wow, that's phenomenal. And then there was also a number of other quirky campaigns, especially during the World Cup. You had this FIFA campaign running with the president's name on it, the FIFA president.
We did. In fact, that was another one that just evolved, and it wasn't a campaign. People have asked me, how did the campaign get born? It was a great story to tell. It is a great story to tell, because what happened was we were taking a lot of flack in the airline industry in this country because people thought we were putting up prices unreasonably. And so we put an ad out to say, actually, you can fly over the World Cup. But FIFA had put incredible restrictions where they said you can't say soccer, and you can't show soccer balls, and you can't say World Cup, and you can't say 2010, and you can't say anything. So our ad, our creative, was all about pricing and affordability, but it did push the boundaries of what was legal. And we did consult, so we weren't trying to be disobedient. We did push the boundaries a little bit, and no sooner had the campaign aired, well, in fact it was one ad, but we heard very quickly from FIFA's lawyers who said, you will not. So we pulled that ad. But then we made another one, and soon the global media just latched on, and the local media, because South Africans at the time were just they were just sort of up to here with being told what to do by FIFA. This was
Right.
supposed to be a celebration, and it doesn't feeling very celebratory. So.
Right. So again, just to recount, anyone with the same name as the president of FIFA would have flown free. Is that right?
So that was in fact probably the third or the fourth little bit in this campaign that wasn't a campaign. What we did was we said, Mr. if your name's Sepp Blatter, we'll fly you for free. And that ad was once in the Sunday papers, and wonder of wonder and miracle of miracles, a dog contacted us. Well, actually his master did, and said, well, my dog's called Sepp Blatter, so will you fly him for free? So we keep our promises.
So did the master pay and the dog flew free?
Well, the dog got to fly around, and we did take his master with him as well.
Okay, that's a fair deal. Now, it seems like it's a factory of creative ideas. There's an email I keep receiving once every couple of months, which has just a list of in-flight announcements by Kulula flight attendants. Oh, sorry for the delay, you have now landed in Zimbabwe, or something like that. How is this inbuilt into the culture?
Well, you know, it's incredible. That email, I get it too every couple of months, and people say incredible viral marketing, but I think that one was a real virus, because I think it started all by itself. But and I think people add to it, because some of them really are our own on-board announcements, and some I think are additions and amendments that have made their way around
and start
the world.
using them, perhaps.
Yeah, I think that we can definitely do that. Look, when Kulula began, it really was the whole initiation of low-fare in this country, and we had to break through the clutter and the old-fashioned, and when you fly you need gloves and a hat, and it's a whole sort of classy, not for everybody kind of thing. And humour was used to do that. So humour's been part of Kulula's DNA from the very beginning. So it's not something put on or something unnatural. People say, do you hire your cabin crew for their sense of humour? Well, we don't. We hire them as safety officers first and foremost, but it does help if they've got a personality and a sense of humour. And we don't legislate what they have to say. Safety announcements first, with a Kulula twist.
Right, but I want to learn how it's different with other airlines. For example, Cebu Pacific, the dancing flight attendants on Lady Gaga, that was their graduation ceremony dance. So all the flight attendants put that together, and then it went viral. At Southwest, flight attendants are regularly, encouraged to add some personal touches and humor to it. Is that a practice, or does that just come naturally?
Oh no, it's definitely a practice, and they are encouraged and taught and mentored how to do it. And we have an incredible culture in this country of laughing at ourselves and with ourselves, and we've got 11 official languages, and we really are the Rainbow Nation, so that's great material to work with. And sometimes we tiptoe on cultural sensitivities a little bit, and we have to pull back, and every now and then we annoy somebody, but it's always in good spirit and in good humour, and it's the Kulula way. And what's interesting is how we've had to up our level of sophistication with our humour, because when we began we really were cheap and cheerful and more comic kind of humour, but more than half our customers now are business people, and they're flying frequently, so you just really can't do
more than 50% business customers flying for business.
Yes.
Not necessarily a business class product, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, that's a perfect hybrid airline in that emergent sense.
In seeking a definition, yeah, that'll do.
Right. Now, you're big on Facebook and Twitter as well. Over 20,000 fans on Facebook, I think over 10,000 followers on Twitter. How do you see this Kulula brand translating online?
Well, our team believes that media, there are many media, and we don't say social media is a separate thing. So when we talk about a campaign, for example, our Fourth Wife Flies Free, I have to say that very slowly, campaign, immediately we consider all of our channels and pick the ones that are the most appropriate. So we don't have some social media person sitting in a little room somewhere by herself or himself. So we really believe in integrated communications, and we just live and breathe that. And I think that's if you're honest and you're genuine, and when you talk media, you do it in a thoroughly integrated way, and your agency can do that,
Right.
then you've got the best chance of success.
So then is social media in-house in the company, or is that agency handling that?
It's in-house in the company.
And I'm guessing it's a divided role with multiple people doing it.
Yes, because you know what happened when we started, it was a marketing kind of function, and you know what happens, it becomes a channel for customers, a service channel for customers. So it is divided, and it does live in between marketing and customer experience now.
Right. Well, there's always this talk, especially at conferences, about ROI and return on investment for quirky marketing especially. Which have been the most successful campaigns for you in terms of ROI?
Well, you know, it's always tough. I think the tendency with social media and social media marketing or new marketing, or I'm not sure when we'll stop calling it new marketing, when it will be old, is that it's demonstrable in terms of hits and links and so on, easy to measure ROI. But the truth is, ring fencing where your the source of your information came from when you make a booking, or ring fencing brand building initiatives and seeing what the ROI or the return on marketing investment is really tough. Because brand building happens over time and over years, and people develop an affinity which will put you in the competitive set when they come to make a choice, will make them more or less sensitive to pricing when they are making a choice, will make them tolerate or not tolerate a poor experience or a service disruption or whatever it might be. So being able to say people booked with me because they saw my billboard is really it's not a really mature